So there is a lot going on with Xbox right now, especially within Microsoft. We have Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft overall, talking about going into gaming and investing even more money into gaming. This is after the $70 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard King. There's a lot to go on here, so I want to get into everything that's being said in the interviews and what the future's looking like for Xbox, because right now they're doubling down in gaming. Alright, so you know the drill. If you like the video, hit that subscribe button and that like button. And if you want to be notified on future content, hit that small little bell icon. And if you want to go that extra mile to support the channel, hit that join button. All the support is greatly appreciated. Alright, so we know what just happened in the last couple weeks. Microsoft closed on one of the biggest acquisitions in basically business history, the $70 billion deal to get Activision Blizzard King. Now, everybody's been talking about this for the last 2 years, and to be quite honest, it's a little tiresome to even think about what's happening. But now, I want to go into what the future looks like after this deal, because Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella has been kind of going on record talking about gaming being one of the foundational pillars of Microsoft and maybe even the future of what their software is going to be going through. Because let's be real, investing this much money into gaming shows that they have a lot of faith in gaming and that it's not going to go anywhere, which in turn means Xbox isn't going to go anywhere. In fact, Microsoft is trying to win. They are trying to push forward and make gaming their number one priority, or at least one of their top priorities within the company. But let's get into the article and see exactly what is being said. Microsoft to begin doubling down on games following acquisition of Activision, CEO says. Following the acquisition of Activision Blizzard, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella has revealed that the company is looking forward to really doubling down both as a game producer and a publisher. In an interview with Axel Springer via Insider, Nadella was asked about the importance of the deal being approved, and he spoke about the company being able to make a real contribution to consumer markets. When I think about Microsoft, I think of perhaps developer tools, proprietary software, and gaming. Those are three things that we've done from the very beginning, Nadella explained. And so to us, gaming is the one place where we think we have a real contribution to make in consumer markets. Now, I do gotta say that this is true. Microsoft has always had games. That's where Age of Empire came from. That's where a lot of these games came from. And if you play games on PC, you know you play on a Windows platform. Gaming and Windows and Microsoft have always stayed hand in hand. And that's what Satya is talking about. He's not talking about consoles. We understand that Xbox is one of the newer consoles that came out, even though it came out back in the early 2000s. But when you look at Nintendo and you look at the other ones like PlayStation, those have been around a lot longer. But Microsoft has made a massive impact with not just PC, but with Xbox. Think about it. In the last 20 years, they have become one of the most dominant consoles out there, just like PlayStation, just like Nintendo. I'm sure that they're in third place, and that's fine, but they have made an impact and have a strong following of fans. And that's what Satya is talking about, is that all of these things that they're investing in is because they already have a foundation of gamers that are known to be Xbox gamers or just Microsoft gamers and Xbox gamers coming together. That's what this is all about. And I kind of want to go back into the article and see what else he has to say, because he brings a lot of good stuff and a lot of good future look at what Xbox is going to be doing. If I look at it, the amount of time people allocate to gaming is going up, and Gen Z is going to do more of that. The way games are made, the way the games are delivered is changing radically. Whether it's mobile or consoles or PC or even the cloud, he continued. So we're looking forward to really doubling down both as a game producer and a publisher. Now, we'll be one of the largest game publishers and also as a company that's building platforms for. So I've said this multiple times. Once Xbox got Activision Blizzard King, they became the top PC publisher out there. I know a lot of people are going to throw their hands in the air and go crazy because there's Riot Games and a couple other ones out there, but look at everything. I know that Steam is great, but that's more of a platform. Steam doesn't really, or Valve doesn't really make a lot of games anymore. Do they have great games under their belt? Of course they do. But I'm talking about a pure game publisher with a platform. There isn't a lot out there. Steam, if they continue to make games, might have competed, but right now, Xbox brings out a lot of games on console, PC, and cloud, and I don't see anyone else competing in that form. Now, of course, there's Ubisoft and a couple other publishers out there like EA and Take-Two that make a bunch of games that people love, but when you take Bethesda, ZeniMax, Xbox, and now Activision and Blizzard, putting them together to make games for a single platform, aka Xbox, that is insane. They have become one of the biggest game producers and biggest game publishers of the entire gaming industry. And that's what ABK did. It brought all of that forward. And I think the biggest thing that goes unnoticed is that on PC Game Pass and everything else, they have the most variety of genres within their games. Because it's like Satya is saying, they really are doubling down. They're going across all genres, all game types, everything. They're showing you their roadmap. Everybody's bringing out games. It's going to be insane the amount of content Xbox is going to be bringing out. That is what everybody's been talking about. The amount of content coming out to Xbox gamers is not going to stop for a very long time, especially with all these publishers under one roof, which is Xbox. And Satya has been saying this for a little while, that they want to invest in gaming. And most people say, put your money where your mouth is. Well, he did. He bought ZeniMax, they bought ABK, they're going to continue to buy other ones if they can, and they're going to continue to grow and maybe even grow internally and expand studios, much like they did with every studio they have bought ever. They have given every studio, every single one, more people, more resources, more developers, more time, everything they need to make the best possible games. That's what doubling down on games means. It's not just buying studios, it's expanding the amount of people within your studios, giving your studios the resources they need to do things. So I'm excited for this. It's going to be going for a little while now, but I want to leave it off with one more thing, which is a closing statement by Phil Spencer. Here's what the article had to say. In a statement released when the deal was closed, Xbox Phil Spencer said, "Today we start to work to bring beloved Activision, Blizzard, and King franchises to Game Pass and other platforms. We'll share more about when you can expect to play in the coming months. We know you're excited, and we are too." And that's the whole point, people. It is going to be Game Pass, it is going to be Xbox, and it is going to be given to so many people. They want as many people as possible playing their games because that's what drives revenue. Is people playing, active users, all that stuff is what drives everything. That's what drives Fortnite, that's what drives League of Legends, that's what drives Valorant, that's what drives Apex Legends, Call of Duty, you name it, the biggest games out there, it's active users, because the more people on there, the more amount of money they're going to spend. That's just a fact. Sure, they're going to get single player games out there. They have this unique thing, Xbox, which is called Game Pass. They can bring out a single player game, but also have a big open world fantasy game that is single player on there, but then throw in, an online game, something that's a games as a service that's right there on the same platform of Game Pass. They're going to have so many people join it, especially when Blizzard gets on there, because let's be real, Blizzard has the best multiplayer games out there and co-op games out there. It's not even close. They're the best developer for it, and they're going to double down on that and double down on Blizzard and double down on Xbox and Activision. And man, oh man, is it going to be off to the races for Xbox for the next several years, especially now that Sony has kind of tripped up and we're seeing leadership being moved around, games as a service being pushed back. Things are going to change at Sony. It's going to take them several years to recover what Jim Ryan left in his wake. So let's see if Xbox can capitalize on that opportunity. But let me know what you think about all this. Do you agree with Satya Nadella? Are they going to double down on games? Do you think that Xbox has become one of the biggest publishers in the gaming industry? And do you think Phil Spencer and all the people there working are going to continue to double down on gaming and give gamers what they want, which is big games that everybody loves to play? Because that's all we're here for. We're here to see games from Xbox, and we're here to see the type of games that Xbox makes. Now, let me know what you think those types of games are. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. All the support helps the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my latest videos. Plus, I love interacting with anyone there, so get on Twitter and let's talk about gaming. Also, follow me on Xbox Live. My gamertag is Zalker87, just like my channel name. See what games I'm playing, and let's compete in achievements for the month. So right now, I had to put down Jedi Survivor. I've been loving the game. Star Wars is one of my favorite franchises, but I've been playing nothing but Spider-Man 2 on my PlayStation 5. I love every minute of it. I know a lot of people say you can beat the game in like 15 hours or something. I think I'm already about 15 hours in and I'm nowhere near the end. I am already like level 29. I've only done a few of the missions that are the main missions. And I do gotta say the biggest gripe I have so far is the side missions. They're just not grabbing me. They're not very good and they're not very entertaining, and I do not care about the characters in them so far. Some of the big ones that have cool characters like Wraith and a couple other things in there, that's cool. But everything else, I just don't care. I don't want to see those ones. I want to see some of the main story in the Spider-Verse, and I want to see all these new villains, but I'm just not getting that. Maybe it'll happen a little bit later because I'm still in the beginning of the game, even though I have like 15 hours in, but I'm going to be putting a lot of hours into that game, and I'm loving every minute of it, except for the side missions. But let me know what you're playing. Are you playing something on your Xbox, your PlayStation 5, your PC? Are you on your Nintendo Switch? What are you playing? Because that's what we're here for, is to talk about games. So go down below and let me know. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.